time if I want. Meditate there upon my mind. Pants press boot of his shine.
You know what the sin that our brothers are committing today and what you're finna go partake in? Give me Exodus 20. Because sin is when you break God's laws. Right? So this is what's going on today real quick. Let me show you.
This is the book of Exodus chapter 20 and verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
My brother, God says remember the Sabbath day. What is that? What is the Sabbath day? You're not sure? The Sabbath day is Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. So read it one more time.
Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy works.
God gave us 6 days to labor and do all our work. You understand that, brother? So what's going on today? Are people working today? Are people working today? You got vendors in here, right? So are they breaking the Sabbath day right now? Yeah, right? So now read.
But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, nor thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle that is, or nor thy stranger that is within thy gates.
Right now, within the gates of the Caribbean Festival, there's going to be a lot of buying, selling, and working going on. God says not to do that. Read.
This is the book of Nehemiah, chapter 10 and verse 31. And if the people of the land bring ware or any victuals on the Sabbath day to sell, that we would not buy it of them on the Sabbath or on the holy day. And that's it.
So right. So God says on the Sabbath day, there should be no buying, no selling. Right? Read.
This is the book of Nehemiah, chapter 10 and verse 31. And if the people of the land bring ware of any victual on the Sabbath day to sell, that we would not buy it of them on the Sabbath day.
Right, so we're not supposed to be buying and selling on the Lord's Sabbath day. So my brother, if you know that you're from the tribe of Benjamin, and that you're an Israelite, you must keep God's laws. You must keep God's laws. Follow his example. Many of our people claim to be Christian, but not doing what the Bible says. We got to return back to serving the Most High God in righteousness, not based off how we feel.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
Many of our people are casting the Bible away when our history is found in it. We got to come out of the Rastafari. We got to come out of all the other BS and follow what God says, that we are the children of Israel. Right? So we got to understand, number one, what our people deal with. Let me show you, read that verse again, because this is what our people deal with, and it stems to hatred.
And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations, whither the Lord shall lead thee.
Right, so we consider an astonishment, an amazement. Right, so let's think about this real quick. What's going on in Jamaica? Right, in Jamaica, there's a lot of bloodshed in Jamaica. Right, in Kingston, our brothers are gunning each other down left and right. You understand? Our brothers are gunning each other down left and right. What they call them, shatas. Right? God says we should not be doing that. So we're going to show you what God says about that real quick. Right? Hey, make sure you come back through, my brother. All right? So let's read this real quick.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 1 and verse 16. For their feet run to evil and make haste to shed blood.
What do the shatas do in Jamaica? Read.
For their feet run to evil and make haste to shed blood.
Right, so our brothers in Jamaica even gun each other down. Right, this thing is evil, God says. Read.
Surely in vain the net is spread in the sight of any bird, and they lay wait for their own blood.
They lay for who?
Their own blood.
So God says that the Jamaicans lay wait for their own blood, meaning that's black on black crime, right? Hatred, Right? We reading that out the Bible, and that's what God says you should not be doing. Give me Leviticus 19 and verse 17. Right? So we got to understand that. We want to show our brothers and sisters the correct way to serve the Most High God by returning back to your true nationality. Let's not follow after the customs that the heathens have placed upon us. Right? We got to come back to our true nationality. Let's read this real quick.
This is the book of Leviticus chapter 19 and verse 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
So God says what?
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
Right, it's a form of hatred that our people are dealing with amongst each other. Right, so on the island of Hispaniola, you have the Haitians there and the Dominicans there, but they are divided. They hate each other. Right, God says that should not be so. You got one speaking Spanish and the other speaking Creole. Right, and then there's hatred between the same people who went through the same atrocities. Right, y'all suffer the same atrocities, brothers and sisters getting murdered. Right, you have oppression going on, and yet y'all are divided. Right, so read it one more time. Alright, so read Leviticus 19:17 one more time. I want to finish the point.
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor, and not suffer sin upon him.
Right, so we here to correct our brothers and sisters to the proper understanding of who they truly are. You understand that God does not want hatred and bloodshed going on against the Jamaicans, the Haitians, the Dominicans, right, and all the islands of the Caribbeans. God said he does not want that to happen. And the reason why we do that is because we don't know who we truly are. Right. Right? And then our people take pride and say, oh, I'm a Haitian. Oh, I'm this or I'm that. No, God says you're the children of Israel. That's right. That's who we are.
So verse 21, for even hereunto were ye called, because Christ also suffered us.
Christ suffered for us. What were some of the things that Christ suffered, my brother? What were some of the things that Christ suffered? What did he suffer? What did Christ suffer? What did Christ go through? Huh? Right? But how did he die? What did he go through? He was crucified. Right? He was crucified. He was murdered in a horrendous way. Right? Nobody ever died like he died. Right. Read.
For even hereunto were ye called, because Christ also suffered for us, leaving us an example, that ye should follow his steps, who did no sin.
So my brother, Christ did no sin.
Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you. It's nation time.